I have a simple exercise for you to do today. And if you actually take the 5 to 10 minutes to do it, it'll show you exactly where your discipline starts to fall apart and what you can do to rebuild it. It's something we've been doing inside the Degen Rehab Discord called a discipline profile. When you join, you fill one out. And not only do I love reading them, but I think it's really helpful to sit down, spend a little bit of time on this, and write these things out for yourself. Not just what your bad habits are, but what triggers them, what your actual rules are, and what you're working towards. Some realistic discipline based goals for yourself. All right, so I'm going to take you through that exercise now. If you want to do it at home, I've put the questions in the description below for you. And afterwards, we'll check out the trade I took on the NASDAQ today. So, the first question that you need to answer is, what is your biggest trading problem? The one that consistently gets you into trouble and into the most trouble. For me, my answer was impulsively jumping into a revenge trade after a loss. This behavior often leads to a bigger loss and then tilt and then blown accounts and possibly more tilt. This question was tough for me to answer because I feel like I have had so many trading problems. For example, yesterday I saw what I would consider my A plus setup, and it was super frustrating because I feel like on the weekend I was doing some back testing, I was looking over things, and I specifically wrote down this is the setup that I shouldn't hesitate on. I should be taking it every time. And if anything, I should be increasing my size for this setup. So I saw it cleanly yesterday and I didn't take it. I hesitated, and I guess I hesitated just long enough that it was gone without me. It had a 12-point stop and the trade went for about 100 points. So, yes, an A plus setup, one I should have taken, but I didn't. After that happened, I knew, like, just I guess from this emotional awareness that we've been working on, I knew that I'm really pissed off right now and I'm regretful and I'm feeling stupid for not taking the trade. So for me, that was it. I had to shut it down because I know what that leads to in my trading and I didn't want to have a tilt day. So instead of taking that A plus setup and having a winning trade, I had to take a no trade day. But I'm glad because I know we've talked about it. I've talked about it in the past with people on here where it's like, okay, great. I have this emotional awareness, but I can't seem to act on it. So yesterday I was able to actually act on that. So now that you've identified your biggest problem, it's time to focus in on what your rules are. So, your top three trading rules. So, the most important rules, the ones that will keep you out of trouble the most, where it's like, if you follow these rules, you're going to be fine. So, for me, obviously, my top one, this is what it was in the original discipline challenge, and it's staying the same. It is one trade a day only. This stops me from revenge trading. This stops, if I just follow this one rule, it stops tilt, provided I don't move stops or add on to the one position, which are habits that I've had in the past. But I want to say I've successfully broken those bad habits. So if I just stick to one trade a day, I'll be fine. The next rule, and probably, well, not quite as important as one trade a day, but almost, is to only take valid predefined setups. So no random trades, no FOMO trades, no, oh, this is going without me, and I just jump into something impulsively. It has to meet my criteria that I have laid out before I start trading for the day. My setups are always the same. So the only thing that changes from day to day is where I have like my, support and resistance zones mapped out, which can influence where I'll have my targets or might, I guess, change a trade idea or I guess like add a confluence to a setup that I'm going to take anyways. My third rule, and this I've made a little bit, I've defined this more than I had before, and I've made it a little bit stricter for myself. And that is that my max position size is 1 micro per $500 of drawdown. Um, I've gone back and forth between should it be 1 micro per 500 or 1 micro per 750. And I've decided that I'm comfortable with 1 per $500 of drawdown. So those are my top 3 trading rules. So I'd really encourage you to try and figure out your top 3 rules, the things that will keep you out of trouble and the things that will keep you from going on tilt and from blowing accounts. Now we need to figure out our daily cutoff. What is the point where we know that on a good day, when we're mentally and emotionally sound, we should be calling it quits? I've decided to put mine at a max daily loss of $100. So if something happens where I take more than one trade, I break that first rule, then this should be the fallback for me of not losing more than $100 a day. I know that seems like a really small max daily loss limit, but I only have a 25K funded account. So that starts with a drawdown of $1,500. Right now, I think I'm somewhere in like $1,200 of drawdown. I am a little bit below the buffer. I have been for, I think, 2 weeks. I feel like for the last 2 weeks, I've just kind of like stagnated in my um, equity curve in my P&L, but that's okay. I decided to be a little bit stricter and to define an actual daily loss amount because I noticed that on the days where I was slipping up on my one trade a day rule, and it just happened to be on Fridays. It was like I think 2 Fridays in a row I did it. And those days I took 5 trades and I ended up losing $180. I'm not good with losing $180 in a day because my average winning day is they're about $120 to $160. So I just want my cutoff to be that my loss days are always going to be less than my average winning days. Next, we need to identify our tilt triggers. What is the thing that really sets us off, that gets us into that, bad mental, emotional sort of mindset, headspace that we don't want to be in? So for me, my tilt triggers that I wrote down were not taking my setup and watching it win without me. The thing I did yesterday. um, Bailing on a winner and watching it go to the full target without me. I actually did that one today. I got out about 4 to 5 points before the profit target. I took 30 points, so I was okay with that. Um, Taking a revenge trade after a loss. That's a huge tilt trigger and a red flag for me. If that happens, then I know for sure at that point I need to shut it down. Um, for me, it feels like just breaking one of my rules can quickly turn into that kind of like F it, you know, attitude of I might as well break all the rules, big win today, big payout, or lose it all. And that's what I want to avoid because that's what I did for 3 years and it didn't work. And it just, when you have those tilt days, when you get to that F it point, those are the ones that take such an emotional toll and that you regret the most. Those are the ones where I'd look back at the end of the day and just be so confused as to how that could happen again and what I was thinking and why didn't I stop. So these tilt triggers are here um, so that we know when we need to stop because we don't want to go on tilt. Last up on the discipline profile is setting your goals. So these aren't your long-term goals. It's just a shorter term discipline based goal. In the Discord, we can go back and change these later on if we want to, if we've reached that goal and we want to set a new goal for ourselves, we can change that later on. So my goal is 24 consecutive days of discipline wins. It's 24 days because my last streak that I had when I was doing the initial challenge on YouTube was 23 days. I was really disappointed in myself when I broke the 23-day streak. And now the goal is just to do better. So to get at least 24 days of discipline wins. I don't know. Today, I feel like it was an execution, a loss on execution, but a discipline win. But in the Discord, we do a daily check in, and I failed my check in. I decided that I'm going to put it as a fail because I interfered with the trade when I shouldn't have. So to me, that's a fail. So tomorrow I got to start over again on trying to get these 24 consecutive days of discipline. All right, so I'm about to get into my what I would call my A short here. So it's got about a 22-point stop and a 34-point profit target on it. Um, yeah, this is an ideal trade for me. I should have been more comfortable taking it than I was. I think I just, after losing on Monday, like within 30 seconds, and then yesterday hesitating and missing my trade, I just maybe brought in some emotional baggage to my trading today, which isn't good. But I saw it and I took it, which is the important thing. I considered having my target a little bit lower down, but I decided to keep it instead. And then here I started to panic a little bit that it was going to reverse, and I ended up taking it off for a 30-point win instead of 34. If you like the video, leave me a like. If you want to see more like them, subscribe and let me know in the comments. Did you do the exercise? Are you going to do the exercise? Do you already know what your triggers are and what your rules need to be, and you're just kind of fighting the rules, or are you sticking to them already? Let me know. All right. I hope you had a good trading day, and I will see you back here tomorrow.